Pete Hautman here. I wrote a book called The Big Crunch. So, what's it about? Well, first, The Big Crunch is not about a new breakfast cereal. That's way too crunchy, even with milk. And it's not about a car crash. The Big Crunch is a love story about a boy. No, not that boy. And a girl. No, not her either. No, not them. It's about this other boy and girl that you could actually, hang out with. So why did I call it the Big Crunch? Well, the Big Crunch is a theory about what might happen to the universe in, say, XX Humpty Zillion years. So who gives a crap? Well, it's a metaphor. Writers use them to make themselves feel smart. Teachers use them too, mostly to mess with your head. Just looking at that gives me brain freeze. Anyway, the Big Crunch theory is sort of connected with the Big Bang theory, which is like a metaphor for God, or if you prefer, the other way around. In the beginning, there was nothing, no space, no time, nothing. Okay, there was something, a pixel. You see the pixel? Right there. But all around the pixel was nothing, nada, zilch, diddly squat. Then something happened, an expansion, incredibly fast, of a staggeringly hot and dense soup of matter, antimatter, quarks, gluons, leptons, and other stuff that hurts my head to think about. Where there'd been nothing, there became something. And that something got bigger and bigger and bigger. And pretty soon, in about 13.7 billion years, give or take a few hundred million, these bipedal warm-blooded primates showed up and started thinking about, stuff. And they started calling the expanding something the universe. Okay, if you buy the Big Bang Theory, and not everybody does, we're all part of this expanding mass. And really, it doesn't matter on a day-to-day basis other than as a metaphor, which, like I said, only writers and teachers actually care about. But like most things, you got to figure that sooner or later, a lot later, I hope, it's all going to end. Now, some cosmologists, not the people who tell you which lipstick shade works best with your autumn complexion. I'm talking about the other kind, the ones who tell you what kind of lipstick to wear for the end of the universe. Anyway, some of these end-of-time type cosmologists think the expansion of the universe will, in a few billion years, give or take, reverse itself. Cosmologists call that the Big Crunch. Now, anybody who's ever fallen in love knows what I'm talking about. Bang. Crunch. The Big Crunch is not about the end of the universe. It's a story about real people falling in love. And it's unlike any love story you will ever have read. The Big Crunch will be available on January 1st, 2011. From Scholastic.